In, and this has got to do with the ongoing storm as we saw over the Aurangzeb issue. Now, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has sent out a very stern message. He says that we are not going to tolerate the glorification of Aurangzeb in Maharashtra. Let's listen in to him first. I'll try and get that sound bite in a bit. But what has happened is that the Deputy CM, Fadnavis, has now sent out a very stern message that we are not going to tolerate in Maharashtra. Just a few days back, there was a lot of hangama, and there were protests which broke out on the streets, and also there was a storm over the entire Aurangzeb issue. In fact, there were WhatsApp chats which had actually flared up. Many had accused that there was actually a glorification taking place of Aurangzeb. Devendra Fadnavis has now reacted, where he says that strong action will be taken. No glorification of Aurangzeb is going to be allowed in Maharashtra, thereby sending out a very strong message. This is after those protests broke out in Kolhapur, that's in Maharashtra, and concerns had also been raised by the opposition party, saying this was a needless trouble which was being stoked and the state government was not equipped to handle the situation. Well, now we have this reaction coming in from the Deputy CM, who says that at least in Maharashtra, a glorification of Aurangzeb will just not be allowed. Let's to my colleague on the ground.
आणि इथे औरंगजेबाचं उदात्तीकरण आम्ही खपवून घेणार नाही. हे चालणार नाही. हा महाराष्ट्र आहे. छत्रपती शिवरायांचा महाराष्ट्र आहे. आता यांचे काही नेते हे औरंगजेबाला त्या ठिकाणी आता देशभक्त देखील ठरवायला निघालेत. आपण बघितलं मागच्या काळामध्ये. मी सांगण्याची आवश्यकता नाहीये. त्यामुळे औरंगजेब कोणाला जवळचा वाटतो?
This is the reaction coming in from the Deputy CM, Devendra Fadnavis, who has made it very clear, and he was speaking on this entire Aurangzeb issue. Remember, just a few days back. Okay, Vinaya is now, in fact, joining us. Vinaya, clearly the state government is taking cognizance of it. Is the situation under control? And what could be the politics behind the messaging coming in from the Deputy CM?
Well, Pallavi, we have seen that a lot of politics has been happening over the name of Aurangzeb in the last few days. Even riots broke out in Kolhapur. The whole situation that is being explained by the state government, and that is why this message by the Deputy Chief Minister himself assumes significance, is that it may be the Deputy Chief Minister or may be the Chief Minister. They've both gone on record to say that there has been a conscious effort to disturb law and order situation in the state in the name of religion, and that is why such things will not be tolerated. Now, after those statements came in today, again Devendra Fadnavis has said that we will not tolerate all those who are glorifying Aurangzeb in Maharashtra. That is something that is against the state and against the ingrained values that the state really upholds, and that is why that will not be tolerated. So in some sense, the BJP putting out a strong message saying that politics over Aurangzeb will not be tolerated, and those who are likely to be behind it will be pinned down. In that sense, again, even as the politics over Aurangzeb continues in Maharashtra, the statement by Devendra Fadnavis assumes less significance. Back to you.
Okay, so we are going to wait for some more reactions, but just for those of our viewers who've just joined in, can you just recap for us very quickly what really triggered off that unrest? We are seeing those pictures from Kolhapur also. What really triggered it off, and what then was the politics after that? Vinaya, if you can hear me, just for the viewers. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
If I may request you to repeat the question.
So Vinay, what I'm asking is that for those viewers who just joined in, can you just recap for us that what really triggered off those protests in Kolhapur?
Well, we've seen that, just last week there was a morcha in Kolhapur. We have seen that a protest march was taken out where we have seen that some of those who were a part of that procession had in fact taken up the pictures of Aurangzeb. Now, there was also some stone pelting in Kolhapur because of this kind of procession that was taken out, and we saw that the entire peace situation in the district was disturbed because of it. Now, the state government swung into action. Action was taken against those who were carrying the pictures. The state government even came out to give out statements that there was a conscious effort to disturb the law and order situation in the state and particularly in Kolhapur, and that there was hinting that there was political interference and political mobilization that was behind this kind of a protest march or the procession that took place in Kolhapur. Thereafter, action was taken, and we have seen time and again, may it be Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, may it be Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, both have come out saying that not only will those who were a part of the procession face action, but even those who are possibly the masterminds will be pinned down by the state government. The clear message by the state government here is that there is an alleged politicization of the issue. There is an alleged interference which is not being ruled out by the state government, and it actively says that that is the reason because of which peace and communal harmony is being tried to be disturbed in Maharashtra, and that is why that will not be tolerated. So on one hand, it is the government is indicating that there is the hand of some political parties behind this. On the other hand, it is also putting out a strong message that those who are a part of such procession and such movement, this will not be tolerated, and that is why we have seen that Devendra Fadnavis has yet again issued a statement saying all those glorifying Aurangzeb will not be tolerated in Maharashtra because culture of Maharashtra is different, and that will not behove well for all those who have been speaking who have been a part of the procession and who continue rallying around it even now. Back to you.
And Vinay, when you made a reference to the reaction coming in from the state government that there could have been a political interference, which political party or which political interference do you think that they are hinting at?
Well, Pallavi, there hasn't been any naming as such that has happened till now, but clearly we know that Kolhapur is an important center in Western Maharashtra. Western Maharashtra's politics, which is a Marathi-dominated politics, has always seen a few opposition parties as the primary players there. So it is likely that there is a hint towards them. They have not yet been named, but looking at the entire politics of Western Maharashtra, the hints are quite clear as to which opposition parties are being hinted at, and clearly this is a message that is going across from the state government to the opposition parties, particularly important with respect to the whole Western Maharashtra sugarcane political belt, which has seen the prominence of the opposition parties in those belts. So on the background of the political undercurrent that is present in that area, these kind of statements have assumed significance, and the state government says that it will continue to probe in that specific line. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Vinaya, for getting us all those details. But from Maharashtra.